All right, so this is getting interesting and a little spicy because Samsung, Qualcomm, and Exynos are back in one of their classic love-hate relationships. Let's break this down very simply. No tech headache, no big words, just vibes. For a long time now, Samsung fans have had one big fear. 3 words. Is it Exynos? Because if you know, you know. Exynos chips have improved, yes, but many people still trust Snapdragon more. Better gaming, better battery, fewer complaints. Now here's the rumor bomb. Samsung might keep the Galaxy S27 Ultra completely Exynos-free. And not only that, it may use a custom Qualcomm chip. And guess what? That chip might be made by Samsung themselves. Yeah, plot twist. First, quick rewind. The Exynos 2600 is expected to show up heavily in the Galaxy S26 series, so normal S26 models, most likely Exynos. But the S26 Ultra, still expected to use Qualcomm's flagship chip, so Samsung already seems to be saying, okay, Ultra users are special. Don't annoy them. Fair enough. Now, fast forward to the Galaxy S27 series. There have been rumors saying Samsung wants to go Exynos-only again, meaning no Snapdragon at all. That rumor scared a lot of people. But now, another rumor says, relax, at least the Galaxy S27 Ultra might be safe. And this is where it gets juicy. According to a rumor coming out of China, the Galaxy S27 may use a custom-tuned Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro. Yes, that name is long. Ignore the name. What matters is this. It's a Snapdragon, it's custom, and it may be made by Samsung. That alone is wild. First, let's talk about the custom part first. Samsung has done this before. You've probably seen chips called Snapdragon for Galaxy. Those chips are basically Snapdragon chips, but Samsung tells Qualcomm, hey, can you turn the speed up just a little bit? So they get slightly higher CPU speed, slightly better performance, and a tiny bragging right. Nothing crazy, but enough to say, this one is special. So when the rumor says custom tuned, it most likely means same idea. A Snapdragon chip, but optimized just for Galaxy phones. Now, let's talk about the real shocker. This chip may be built on Samsung's 2nm process. In simple English, Samsung might manufacture Qualcomm's flagship chip. Yes, the same Samsung foundry that Qualcomm stopped using years ago. Irony level 100. For those who don't know, Qualcomm has been using TSMC for a long time now, because TSMC had better efficiency, better yields, and fewer problems. Samsung Foundry had, let's be honest, a rough time. But now, things are changing. Recent reports say Samsung's 2nm yields are improving, meaning less broken chips, more usable chips, and better quality overall. At the same time, TSMC is full. Too many customers, not enough space. So companies like Qualcomm are looking around like, okay, who else can handle this? And guess who's standing there waving? Samsung. So now the idea is, Qualcomm designs the chip, Samsung builds the chip, Samsung puts it inside the Galaxy S27 Ultra. That's like Samsung saying, fine, I'll do it myself, but still use Snapdragon. Now, here's the important part. The rumor does not directly say Galaxy S27 Ultra. It just says Galaxy S27. But let's be real for a second. If Samsung is doing custom Snapdragon, special tuning, fancy 2nm process, do you think they'll put that in the base model? No chance. That chip is Ultra behavior. The Galaxy S27 Ultra would 100% be the first phone to get it. So what does this mean for you, the viewer? Let's simplify it. Exynos is coming back strong, Samsung still doesn't fully trust it for Ultra phones. Qualcomm might return to Samsung Foundry, and the Ultra might get the best of both worlds. Snapdragon power, Samsung manufacturing, custom tuning. That's actually kind of exciting. But wait, there's a catch. Salt. A big one. Not a spoon, a whole bag. Still, this rumor tells us something important. Samsung is clearly rethinking its chip strategy. They want control, performance, fewer complaints, and less of this Exynos versus Snapdragon drama. And honestly, about time. Let me say this clearly. If Samsung can make a great 2nm chip, build Snapdragon chips properly, and keep Ultra phones Snapdragon powered, then the Galaxy S27 Ultra could be one of the strongest Samsung phones ever. No more excuses. No more, but Exynos version. Just pure flagship energy. Now imagine this. Galaxy S27 Ultra, custom Snapdragon, Samsung built, better efficiency, better battery, better gaming. Suddenly, Samsung fans are quiet, in a good way. So yeah, keep your expectations low, but hopeful. This could flop, or this could be a comeback story, and Samsung loves comeback stories. What do you think? Would you trust a Samsung-made Snapdragon chip, or do you still prefer TSMC only? And if Samsung goes Exynos for everything except Ultra, is that fair or annoying? Drop your thoughts because this chip war is far from over.